Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in the Planet Crafter. We are going to be continuing our adventures here as we move towards the end of this planet's terraformation cycle. So one of the things we're going to do now is actually head in to a portal. Let me put this aside. Doesn't get grabbed. Just need to make sure we actually kept enough batteries for this immediately. I did not. Okay, that's fine. We can just grab it from in here. We started making them, so there's probably a whole box full of them. Oh, there sure is. Okay, we're just gonna go bring a few outside. I'm gonna guess we didn't leave it on a fresh one, so let's just resettle it. I think we reached a point where we thought we were done, so. But I want some more fuses, so we're gonna go through. We don't have to pick up most of the loot though, this is gonna be a lot faster. There's still some things I might grab though. So we'll have a little bit of a loot adventure. It's been a while. Let's see what we end up with. Got a lava lake in the middle. At least we don't have crazy bloom this time. So start at the south wall and work our way around, of course. We do see signs of a wreck. That's near the middle. We'll get that on our middle pass. What we're looking for is signs of wrecks on the outskirts. Yeah, see, we've gone halfway around it. we pretty much done most of a circle. Alright, then we'll skirt back to the middle. Do a little tighter pass on the inside. Always makes me think it's like a cave or something, and it's just not. Well, this is the only one that we definitively found evidence of. What we do have to do is find its actual... Oh, it's underground, okay. There was a little cave under here, that's cute. I hope it's not super bright in here. Sometimes it is when it's, this close to the lava. Seems okay for now, and there's a access card in here somewhere. Oh, that's right, we didn't actually see any water here, did we? We brought water, though. We'll actually be fine. It does mean that our trip wouldn't be able to go to a second one immediately. Find our way back so we can unload. It's a bit of an awkward spot for an entrance, to be honest, but we found it. Oh, the drones are making it here somehow. Good for you guys, buddies. I didn't realize they could come through the portal, but that is pretty convenient, honestly. I guess they were just too busy before. That's probably all it was. That is the access door right there, at least. Another bathroom. Oh, this is why we bring explosives. You never know when you'll need them. We aren't gonna need all of the crystals, but you know, some of them we can't make yet. I mean, once we figure out what we do and don't need, we can just stop picking them up. But it's pretty much down to just like seeds and things of that nature that we can't make ourselves. This place just keeps going. Honestly, I'll take the water. Okay, we might have actually finished the loop. Okay, we'll just kind of leave that there. Our drones are having a good time emptying it anyway. We'll take a peek around. There could technically be another one around. If we find it, we will go empty out our van for real and come back. But we have to locate it first. There might also just not be. That was a pretty hefty one. all things considered. Oh yeah, we could pull the crystals out at least. We'll need some of them over here. I'm gonna go make another overflow or two because we're gonna need them. We're gonna do more wrecks. At least until we determine what we don't need. I do kind of hope that all these circuits are extra, because that just means we'll make more drones. How's the circuit situation looking? Absolutely full. Good. And I'll start making a drone depository at one. Need extra iron for that. I'm just gonna set basically their thing as low. Then it will just be overflow. If my dudes aren't busy, then they'll work on it. Still getting caught up on stuff. So maybe it needs even more water than we gave it. We'll consider that. Yeah. Maybe it does. Although eventually it will finish because it will max out all of these. That's really what it's been doing, is filling up all of these. I think it's also used in fertilizer too. So they take nuggets. Keep ramping that production up. We're actually getting pretty decently far along on this. It's just we're kind of killing time till we either get enough or we get what we need to expand. One of those two things will happen. So that should go that way without too much trouble. We'll do another quick one. Oh, there's bees here. That's a little unusual. We can immediately note that this is one of the easiest to look around ones. So there's one over here and one over here. So we can already see that there's just two wrecks here. That's really convenient. So now we know we don't need to focus on circuits particularly. Our place basically has circuits on lockdown. And that does mean that we're gonna probably need to take a second trip to do the other one if we want to clear both. Oh, actually. I thought I had it focusing the other way. Yep, there's another access card thing in here. Oh, we found the power pretty early. That's nice. An extra access card, why not? Yep, that was the entrance. I guess we went straight instead of taking the first right like we usually do. Interesting. Another party room. So brighten this one. Okay, yeah, this was the direction we didn't actually go. I knew I had taken a different turn than I usually do. Okay, now we just gotta find our way back up, and we are golden. I think we've sorted this wreck out. We kinda just phased through the floor, but it worked out in our favor, I guess. Who needs physics? It is reasonably fast to drive them in that mode. I give their change an A+, but I still think it's easier to get around without it. I'm just gonna top off our vitals. Grab another battery. Well, I didn't exactly mean to do that, but it's kind of funny. I thought I was just taking it into my inventory. So now we can kind of cycle around the other way. See where we end up with. We're still gonna have to do like a second pass because it's taken so long to find the power this time. Doesn't matter which way we start. And there's a loot room at the end of this, of course. Need to find power for. That just further solidifies that. Let's find our way out and then a return. Maybe we could do a full final pass. I think we have trimmed it down to a more reasonable amount of stuff, though. Should be the last room we haven't looked in. Okay, that'll have to do it. And we'll bring it back here just to make it simpler. So one thing we could do is actually just go ramp up some of our production on things. Specifically, I think Super Alloy has been having a lot of trouble, so... let's go back to that cave and expand that again. I mean, Super Alloy is very expensive to make, so it makes sense. We'll figure somewhere that we can put 3. That's all I care about. That should help out a little bit. We just need more drones too, like it's a double-sided adventure here. We probably got them doing too many things. But we will eventually solve it. Okay, how's our truck looking? That's kind of a duplicate. That's unfortunate. we're almost all the way to 80%, so we'll get there relatively soon. One of the things I said we were gonna do was go look for some of the butterflies and whatnot, and there are a few places we could get them that we haven't just hung out. So one of the places is actually one we've been to up there. We just never hung out long enough to really get a good sense of what's going on up there. We'll come up here and chill for a while. This is one of the spots in the game where just natural life that's a little rarer can show up. I'm specifically talking about like not the frogs necessarily, but the larvas. The thing is, you do have to wait some time for them to start showing up. But it is really pretty. You got these cool looking pitcher plants. There's another treasure chest the whole time. Yeah, I'll bring it home. Sometimes they don't want to spawn at all for literally no reason. Now I know we were seeing larvae up here. I want to make sure that they're still spawning in general for me. Sometimes it bugs out and you have to go back to the menu and stuff. That's a what's one? Yeah, I'm not seeing any larvae, so I'm actually gonna undo that real quick. We're gonna exit back to the menu and go back in. And maybe that'll load them up. Oh, see, there's a larva, yeah. As long as I see one, I'll know it's still working. I think it might have something to do with the portals now that I consider it. Maybe it doesn't actually like doing a bunch of portals. Let's go up and chill up here again, see what happens. I think the general idea is that anywhere you see a lot of natural butterflies could have special larvae. Common larvae. But only so many larvae will spawn in a place, so you do have to kind of pick up the ones that aren't special too. Like here's a, oh, that was a butterfly. This event is not helping us at all with this. Every time I try to do something a little different. Oh, there's one. See, there's a rare one. At least an uncommon one. Yeah, we'll go till we see another one or two, you know? But this is a way of getting them as well. I think we actually have a copy of most of the butterflies. I mean, even just getting larvae in general is a little uncommon. actually mean to click there, but that works fine. Yeah, we're good. We got a few. It'll have to do for now. Okay. Well, I got an idea on some stuff we can end up doing. That'll give us something to use all of this for, at least. Surprisingly, titanium's getting squeezed, though. But that's okay. As long as it's spending the other elements.